Why is my castle open?
Ethania, October 2024. A land of joy and prosperity. A beacon of civilization on the eastern side of the funny fella's world. Ruled by the beloved and charismatic Emperor Sbeve II from his home in Castlevania. Little did anyone know, the Imperium of Ethania was about to be shocked to its very core.
What?
What?
What? Courtesy of Blungtopia and Scyther. Where the fuck is Emperor Sbeve?
At some point in late October, an unknown perpetrator snuck into the castle and murdered Emperor Sbeve along with his wife and his parents. This horrific murder shocked not only Ethania, but the whole world.
Like, you can ransack
Destroyer of Sbeeves! Sbeeve's favorite stick. Lewis, what is this? I'm coming to your base and the first thing I find is Destroyer of Sbeve.
Whatever happened, there are many questions. Who killed Sbeve and his family? The four rulers of the empires are all suspects, but which one has the most evidence against them? Jordan of Lennon, supposedly on accident, murdered a Scytherian refugee held in Ethania. Everyone is a suspect. But who is guilty? Personally, I feel sorry for the poor fuck who has to unravel this mess and find out what really went down. Unfortunately, that poor fuck is me. My name is Yagami Buckerson, and I'm a detective. And you're watching the Funny Fellas Minecraft Murder Mystery Special.
This is a bad part of town. I think this is the bar Yagami's always at. Yagami Buckerson.
Oh, hey Chief. How you doing?
Long time no see, Yagami. Hey, I may need your help on the case.
I'm close to retirement, Chief. I'm getting too old for this shit.
It's a pretty high-profile case. Did you hear about the murder in Ethania?
Yeah, heard about that.
Well, it's a mess, Yagami. And, I think you're the only one who can solve it.
Nah, I can't solve shit. I ain't good for nothing.
Don't be like that, Yagami. You're the best damn detective this side of Casa Doom. Come on. We need you. I need you.
Well, alright, Chief. I'll do this one last job.
Very good. Very good. That's, very good. I love you.
My first job was to interview the suspects individually and try to find out what I could. So I got to work interviewing Luke of Blungtopia, Ethan of Ethania, Jordan of Lennon, and Lewis of Scyther. I prepared some questions and got to work. For Jordan and Lewis, I prepared some personalized questions. Where were you at the time of the murder?
I was in Ethania, but I was building the Grand Mall. I was nowhere in Mario. I was too busy in
with the unnamed city? We haven't named it yet, but I am thinking it'd be something in Speve's honor.
I was outside my New York Manor in Silly Manor, as it is called. And I was shearing the beautiful sheep I have outside, as I needed to start construction on the city of Lennon.
At the time of the murder, I was working. Actually, let me rack my brain. I think I would have been either offline or working on the quarry.
Well, let's see. At the time of the murder, I most likely would have been constructing my Capitol building in Quickville, Virginia. It also doubles as a courthouse, which I guess we're going to have to be using soon. But yeah, we just had an election in Blungtopia. George Rotnam III is now the president. So it's a prosperous time for us. So yeah, that's where I was. I was busy at the time.
What was your relationship with Emperor Sbeve II? Do you know him?
Never really knew the guy. He's a mystery to me. Never seen him. Never spoke to him. I kind of just didn't even know who he was until Ethan mentioned that he was dead.
I knew he was one of my friend's dogs. Other than that, I had never met him, and I had no relation in any way.
Yes, I did know him. I knew him quite well, actually. His mother was Princess Henrietta of Blungtopia. She was the eldest daughter of my former king, King Timmy I. I was present when Sbeve was born. Yeah, this has been very hard for me.
He was a good friend of mine. He hired me as the main architect of Ethania. He named his country after me. So, I'm grateful. He's a good friend, and he'll be missed dearly. Do you have a bad history with the nation of Ethania?
Well, Ethan did try and blow me up. Well, he blew up my nation. Well, he was part of blowing up my nation. And then I was betrayed again and tricked. So, yes, I do have a bad history with that nation.
No, not at all, actually. My history with Ethania is actually really good. I have a really good track record. We've been allies since the start of the server. As previously mentioned, I was there when Sbeve was born. We're very good friends, Ethan and I. I have no reason to have any ill will towards Ethania, which I suppose would make this the perfect crime if I was guilty, but I'm not guilty. I know you fucking detectives like to read into everything, but I didn't do it.
Oh, no. I've helped him with construction on the Mao. I've gave him things. I've told him how to do things because he's a massive noob. Had no bad blood.
How can you explain the murder weapon being found in your home?
I think I was framed. I had no involvement in where that was found. And why would a chest be put under flowing water when water rots wood? I know that. Some other people might not know that, so...
What was your motivation for killing the last remaining Cytherian refugee?
I just saw a lever and a trapdoor and thought, oh, maybe it's like some secret underground base. It was not. And, he's dead now.
Who do you think is responsible for this crime?
If you're gonna force me to pick someone, I'd say it was most likely Lewis, because he and Ethan have been at odds for a very long time, ever since we carried out a completely justified bombing of his country. He's been pretty angry. I think maybe he might have killed one of Ethan's dogs as an act of revenge. And also there's the fact the knife was found in his house. Yeah, it doesn't look good for him.
I don't know. Because you'd think it would be Lewis, considering he's done... Well, I mean, the whole thing that happened in his place, everything getting destroyed and all that, but he generally sounds like it wouldn't be him, so it could also be an inside job or anything, I don't know.
Well, you know, it could be anyone. In my own investigation, which was amateur, it's nowhere near as good as yours, I came across it could be one of two people. It would either be Lewis, who, you know, tensions have been high with Scyther and Lewis, or Jordan, because, you know, the accident of the Scytherian refugee, it may not have been an accident. It seems too convenient, doesn't it?
I think this is an inside job, and Ethan's done it himself.
Thank you. No further questions. After questioning the suspects, I was left with more questions than answers. All had believable alibis. All had excuses for why they wouldn't murder Sbeve. And I began to think that maybe none were responsible after all. I was struggling. That was until one key piece of evidence presented itself to me. A piece of evidence I acquired through my own investigations. I'll readily admit that I acquired it through some ethically questionable means. However, you can't argue with results. Court is now in session. Esteemed guests from all lands, we are here today for the court session of Ethania versus Scyther over the matter of the murder of Emperor Sbeve II. I am Detective Yagami Buckerson, and I've come to some very big conclusions about this case. As it happened, the coronation of Sbeve's son, Prince Glarvelflorp, to succeed his father as Emperor of Ethania was currently happening in the Ethanian town of Joycon. President George Roddenham III of Blunktopia was in attendance at the ceremony. Remember this. It'll be important later. Ethan, if you would take the stand first.
I would love to.
Do you promise to speak the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do indeed.
So, the murder of your emperor is a pretty touchy subject, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely.
I bet it makes you very sad just thinking about it.
It does. It does. There's a void. There's a void in my heart.
The man who murdered him, he's in this very room, isn't he?
He is. I'm looking at him right now.
Objection!
Overruled.
Overruled, Judge? Or is that overcool?
No further questions, Your Honor. Please sit down. I would like to call Jordan to the stand as a witness.
Okay. What?
Do you promise to speak the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Sure.
At that point, Ethan's lawyer, Spem Spexler, spoke up and questioned Jordan.
Your Honor, it is I, Spem Spexler. I wish to question the guy. Sir, you have blood on your hands already, do you not?
No?
I believe you do. If I remember correctly, there was an incident with the pit of execution in Ethania, and you sentenced the last of the man to my left's citizens to death. A very painful, fiery death, if I remember correctly.
I mean, yeah, but that doesn't get blood on my hands. He fell in lava.
Well, even still, it's metaphorical, my good man. Metaphorical.
We don't do metaphors here.
The thing is, I believe this resident, was he not at the scene of the crime? Was he not kept as an esteemed guest in the basement?
I don't know.
So, perhaps... Now, this is only a theory, of course. Only a theory. There's no evidence. But perhaps you eliminated him to cover your own tracks.
What do you have to say to that?
I don't know the guy, so therefore I didn't even know he would be there. And I wasn't there in the first place, so...
But you killed him anyway!
I've already answered this question, and it was entirely an accident.
So you're saying that the death of the man who could have possibly told us, and the death of the Athenian royal family are entirely coincidental and nothing to do with each other?
Exactly.
Okay. No further questions.
Thank you, Jordan. Let's, don't you have somewhere to be?
Oh, yes, I do. I do. Yes.
That's quite suspicious.
He said he needed to excuse himself halfway through the trial. I don't know what for. Lewis, it's time for you to take the stand as the defendant.
Disgusting bastard! King-murdering scum!
Do you promise to speak the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I entirely promise that, yes.
How do you plead?
I plead not guilty.
Well, that's funny, because we have this video evidence of you committing the murder. Roll a tape.
That was clearly not me. I think I've been framed.
No further questions. Please take your seat, Mr. Defendant. Well, we've heard a lot of things here today, haven't we? But there is one final surprise witness I would like to call to the stand. I call Prince Gunther of Blungtopia to the stand. Prince Gunther, you are a prince of Blungtopia, are you not? Princess Henrietta was your sister, and you knew beloved hero Desmond of Ethania. I understand the two of you were very close. Were you not? Interesting. You lived with Desmond's 3 children at his grave in the town of Joycon, and have returned for this trial. What was your relationship to your beloved nephew, Emperor Sbeve? See, I find it very interesting that you would say such things, Prince Gunther. You seem fond of Sbeve. Surely you concede that he was a greater man than Desmond. Oh, but Desmond was never emperor. He should have been. Instead of Sbeve, you say. As we all know, Desmond died in a skirmish on a raft outside Gu Temple, but he has 3 surviving children. How come they are not here today, but you are? 3 sons. Jesus, Desmond Jr., and Big Shit. Jesus was the child of you and Desmond. Perhaps you think Jesus deserved to be the emperor instead of Sbeve. Tell me, Prince Gunther, what is your relationship to the land of Lennon? I have uncovered numerous correspondences between yourself and Jordan that uncover a conspiracy between the two of you to murder the Ethanian royal family and institute Desmond's children as the true rulers of Ethania. You wanted to stage a coup of Ethania, and you had Jordan murder your own sister and nephew to make sure it happens. You almost got away with it, you son of a bitch. Prince Gunther, what do you have to say for yourself? There you have it. An admission of guilt. It was Gunther all along. Court is adjourned.
Death to the false emperor.
I cannot believe Emperor Garblethorpe and his whole coronation, everybody in attendance, they're all dead. Jordan?
Aye.
And this bastard did this? Let me get him.
Jordan
Let me get him.
did this.
Let me get...
No.
Let me get him.
No, he must... No. He's my citizen. I will make sure he sees justice.
You need to sort
I
this.
will sort this. I will sort this. Blunktopia has taken a hit today too. Our president is literally dead.
Yeah.
Our president has died.
The second president
Today
was
morning.
hit.
The second president of Ethania, of Blunktopia, sorry, was assassinated.
Well, the second emperor of Ethania was killed as well on his first fucking day.
I need to... We're only taking the clothes on our backs. We're going on an adventure.
Yep. I have
We need to go and
trucks.
fucking stop the Athenian civil war. Okay, just to make sure, Jesus is in the castle, right?
Jesus is in the castle.
Okay, good. Oh fuck, I put my stuff in there. Alright. I'll take the jungle planks, I don't know why. Alright. This is it. This is war. This is war. We must...
Like about 30 seconds more, so...
I think you're the only person to have heard
Okay.
that band. So...
That's fucking Jared Leto's band.
Oh, fucking hell. Alright.
Alright, let's do this. Let's
do
go.
this. Let's take back our country. Or my country.
Take you back.
Not racist, just want him back. Alright.
Let's...
Oh. Ow. What was that?
Look. Ow. Huh? Ah! Oh!
What the... What the...
I'm kinda... Oh, what the fuck?
And so, the truth is revealed. But instead of the perpetrators being brought to justice, a far greater evil has grown in its absence. Prince Gunther, along with Desmond's 3 kids and with help from Jordan, have taken over Ethania, establishing the Desmond Eternal Army, or DEA, as the sole governing power in the land. After murdering Prince Garblethorpe, Jesus Christ himself has been instituted as the ruler of Ethania. The town of Joy-Con and all its inhabitants have been destroyed, including several dignitaries in attendance and the president of Blunktopia, George Rottenham. Luke, Ethan, and Lewis joined forces to stop the DEA in what is now known as the Ethanian Civil War. But things look grim for our heroes, as they are captured by the DEA and imprisoned. What will become of these heroes? Will they be able to overcome the great evil of the DEA and restore peace to Ethania? Will they put aside their prior rivalries and come together to fight a greater evil? Find out next time on Funny Fellows Minecraft.